YouTube. What's down, y'all boys? It's your boy Zell, and I'm back with another one. You hear me? The zone is not happy. William Zepeda does not want Shakur Stevenson nor Javante Davis fight according to who? Let's find out.
William, I would love to make William Zepeda versus Shakur Stevenson. I literally would. So Shakur, please come back out of retirement.
Okay.
Let's make that fight happen.
Hey, Shakur, so you say nobody wants to fight you? Well, check out William Zepeda Saturday night on the Zone. He's begging me to fight you. See you there.
I represent Mexico.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So exactly as I suspected, when I first heard Oscar De La Hoya saying that he wants to make Shakur Stevenson versus William Zepeda, when both Oscar De La Hoya and Shakur Stevenson agreed that they wanted to make that fight next, I told you guys that I don't believe this is what William Zepeda wants. I believe that this is what Golden Boy and DAZN wants. Because if you guys have been paying attention recently, DAZN has been willing to make the kind of fights that they haven't been willing to make years ago, back when they were overpaying fighters like Canelo Alvarez and Triple G. DAZN lost so much money overpaying those guys that now they're trying to make the best fights to make a lot of that money back. This is why Oscar De La Hoya has been pushing hard to make a Shakur versus William Zepeda fight. This is the reason why Eddie Hearn was pushing hard to make a Ryan Garcia, or I should say a Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia fight. But as much as Golden Boy and DAZN wants this fight, and everything we heard Oscar De La Hoya say, William Zepeda's trainer, Coach Panda, is saying the complete opposite.
We're signed to a contract to him, promotional contract. We reserved all our rights to Golden Boy, so that's what it is. I mean, now, if you ask me, Mills, if I want the fight right now, I don't want the fight right now. And it's not being afraid. It's using a business move, a smart move. You know what I'm saying? I want the fight of Lomachenko Kambosos. That's what I'm looking for. Then what I want, if God willing, we win that fight, is I want to do a unification fight. We want money, man. We want to fight. I want my fighter to be good, man. I want him to be economically good, and I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with me wanting my fighter to make money. Why is it okay for everybody else to make money? It's not okay for a Mexican kid from San Mateo Atenco just because you're not giving me an opportunity, man.
So you just heard Coach Panda.
All right, now look, listen to this, bro. Well, his coach said that he wants to unify. Well, you need to get a belt before you can unify. So either he wants to take the belt from Loma or Kambosos and then unify with Shakur. Because listen, none of those guys are bigger draws than Shakur. Neither Kambosos or Lomachenko. They're not bigger draws than Shakur. So you're going to have to wait a long time for them to even fight, for you to get an opportunity. When you can fight Shakur right now, get you a big payday and go unify. But I'm gonna let
say right there, they want to make money. He wants his fighter to make money, but he's not making any sense, because William Zepeda would make way more money fighting against Shakur Stevenson than fighting against Lomachenko or Kambosos, and Oscar De La Hoya and DAZN would confirm that. You see, there's a reason why a lot of times when these non-black fighters fight one of the most dangerous black American undefeated fighters, they get the biggest payday. Because they really don't want to fight them, so they have to be persuaded with extra money to take the fight. That's how we got the Devin Haney versus Kambosos fight. George would only take that fight if he made enough money to retire. That's how we got the Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia fight. It's being reported that Ryan Garcia is going to make $80 to $100 million fighting against Devin Haney. Remember, Ryan Garcia, he was willing to fight Rolly Romero. He preferred to fight Rolly Romero for a fraction of that. That's why Teofimo Lopez is saying he wants $20 million to fight Devin Haney. These guys feel it's almost a guaranteed loss if you're fighting someone like a Shakur Stevenson or a Devin Haney. But what really makes no sense is what happened to the Aztec Warrior. Mexican fighters are supposed to be known for their heart, but I guess they don't make Mexican fighters like they used to. I mean, for anybody that was calling Shakur Stevenson boring, et cetera, you don't have to worry about that if he gets in the ring with William Zepeda. because William Zepeda is a flat-footed
Why
Mexican.
he said it
So
like
you
that?
guys claim you like action, the Mexican fans, you guys should be pushing for this fight.
Hell yeah.
Because Shakur Stevenson, he's going to be throwing every punch in the book, landing them as well on William Zepeda's face. You ain't going to have to worry about this being a boring fight at all. But William Zepeda, he doesn't want the smoke. But the funny thing is, according to William Zepeda's trainer, William may be forced to take this fight because of the type of contract they have with Golden Boy. William Zepeda, he reserved all his rights to Golden Boy. That means Golden Boy can choose who William Zepeda fights. And all I gotta say about that is well done, Oscar De La Hoya. And hopefully more promoters, they follow suit and they start signing contracts, start signing these fighters and forcing them to take the tough challenges. Dana White, UFC style. I think DAZN, they learned from the ridiculous contracts they end up giving Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez, which allowed them to cherry pick and basically fight whoever they wanted for the biggest paydays. It made no sense that Demetrius Andrade, Gennady Golovkin, and Canelo Alvarez were all signed to the same network, and neither Canelo or Golovkin was ever forced to fight against Demetrius Andrade. When Demetrius Andrade not only fought on the same network, but he was a champion in the same division. Outside of Canelo and Golovkin fighting against each other in the rematch, a fight against Demetrius Andrade would have been the biggest fight for either one of them. So Golovkin and Canelo, they were permitted to rob the fans and DAZN blind. But William Zepeda, he might not be able to do the same thing even though he wants to. We'll see if he gets away with it or not. Meanwhile, Shakur Stevenson, he responded to what Coach Panda said. And he said, I respect everything Panda said. He watched me grow up in the sport. He understands my level and knows the business. He just wants the most money for his fighter if he's going to take bigger risk. I respect it, but that's very disappointed. Oscar talked a big game. Now, even what Shakur Stevenson is saying is not making any sense because once again, guys, William Zepeda, he would have made the biggest payday fighting against Shakur Stevenson hands down. And that's what Shakur Stevenson should have said. Because I can guarantee you the next time we interview Oscar De La Hoya and tell him what William Zepeda's trainer said, he will once again confirm that William Zepeda would get the biggest payday fighting against Shakur Stevenson just because of the high risk. Something else Shakur Stevenson said, he said, Coach Panda, he knows the business. Coach Panda, he also said in that interview that, this is a business and people have to understand this is a business. And what he means when he says this is a business is losing is bad for business, which he would be right. That's why fighting against Max Hughes is good for their business. See, Shakur Stevenson fighting against William Zepeda, that would be good business for Shakur Stevenson because he's most likely going to beat the brakes off of William Zepeda. Losing is never good for business unless you're going to get enough money to retire. And let me make one last point. You also heard Coach Panda say, you know what, why the Mexican can't make money? Let him make his money, etc., etc. William Zepeda has a Mexican promoter. So Oscar is going to have William Zepeda's best interest before he has Shakur's, because Shakur is not even a DAZN, he's not even a Golden Boy fighter. He's a top-ranked fighter. You guys remember when Canelo went over to DAZN and he was trying to make a little deal because he didn't want to fight David Benavidez? And you guys remember what Oscar De La Hoya said? He said, I don't know. He said, I don't see the Jaime Munguia fight happening because who's going to pay him that type of guarantee that Canelo Alvarez is asking for? One of the reasons Oscar De La Hoya said that is because he wanted to make sure that his fighter, Jaime Munguia, got paid well. He didn't want to see Canelo Alvarez eat and run, snatch all the money, and then run. Oscar wasn't going to allow Canelo Alvarez to make all the money, leave Jaime Munguia and Golden Boy with crumbs, and then bounce back to PBC. And this is something else when it comes to William Zepeda. If William Zepeda were to fight Shakur Stevenson right now and beat him, his stock would go up and he would make way more money. Not only would he make his biggest payday against Shakur Stevenson, but then he would be worth even way more if he were to beat Shakur, meaning he would have way more leverage if he were to go into a fight with a Kambosos, a Lomachenko, or a Gervonta Tank Davis. Speaking of Gervonta Tank Davis, Williams' trainer, he didn't even mention Gervonta's name. He said, we want to fight against George Kambosos or Lomachenko. That means they're not interested in a Shakur Stevenson or a Gervonta Tank Davis. And we know they definitely were never interested in a Devin Haney fight when he was at 135. So if it's up to William Zepeda, it's completely MBF all day. With that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
YouTube. Show love to Dante's Boxing Nation. And like, comment, subscribe, and share this to somebody who need to hear it. Run over 2,000 subs. And also my haters, man, keep hating. Share this to one of your homies that hate me. I love all my haters. Till next time.